Hello there! As you can see from the title of the video, I'm going to talk about some torture methods. Mostly torture methods that I found interesting or weird. Because throughout history, we humans have found a lot of different ways to hurt each other for a shit ton of reasons. The first method that I'm going to talk about is castor oil. Made from the castor bean, it has a pale yellow color. Castor oil is used in making a lot of products like soap, paint and perfumes. But besides all that, it has also been used to torture and punish people. Some of you might not know it, but castor oil is a strong laxative. So if you feel like taking a shit but the shit won't come out, you might want to try some good old castor oil. How is this a torture method, you might ask? For that answer, we need to go to the country where pasta is plentiful and pizza grows from the trees. Fascist Italy, when Benito Mussolini was the leader of said country. Have you ever heard Mussolini say, American people? Father Benny had his militia group called the blackshirts that used to do a lot of different things. One of those things they did was humiliating people for multiple reasons. One of my favorite methods they used was castor oil torture. I'm not even sure if that's the right name, but who cares. The blackshirts would strap someone that's not so happy with Mussolini against something, let's say an old chair. They would most likely do this in a public place where people can watch them, to show what could happen if you go against Mussolini. After the blackshirts strapped this man on the chair, they would force feed this man a lot of castor oil straight from the bottle or from a tube attached to the bottle. The next thing he will know is a world of shit. Well, more like diarrhea. Really bad diarrhea, forced out of your body. The side effects associated with drinking castor oil are as follows. Dizziness, abdominal cramps, diarrhea, electrolyte disturbance, low blood pressure, pelvic congestion, and this is without being forced a shit ton of oil down your throat. And even with all this, you might ask, but Kaya, how bad can taking a dump really be? I have a diarrhea, it isn't that bad. And you would be right, I think, if they didn't beat you up as well, with whatever the hell they used to beat people up with. People have died from this, so it isn't as harmless as one might think. Next up is bamboo torture. Let's start off with saying that there isn't much evidence to suggest that bamboo torture was actually used on people, but I would like to believe so. There also isn't that much information about this form of torture on the interwebs, and most of these articles are pretty much the same and tell the same story. Let's say that you're planning to torture your good old Uncle Ben because he ate your last slice of pizza. What you want to do is to tie him up tightly to something above a bamboo shoot or multiple bamboo shoots so that he won't be able to escape. Like a table with a middle square sawn out. And don't forget to sharpen the bamboo. After that, you let the kind mother of nature handle things. A grown bamboo grows fast and it's really strong. So don't be afraid that you have to wait long to hear your good uncle scream. The bamboo will eventually penetrate Ben, and he will die a slow and painful death. There are stories about Japanese soldiers using this torture method on Allied prisoners of war. The oldest recorded usage of bamboo torture goes back to 1820, where it is said to be a well-known punishment in Ceylon or Ceylon or whatever it's called, also known as Sri Lanka. When I first read all this, all I could think was, who in the name of baby Jesus was the first person to figure out that it could grow bamboo through someone like a shish kebab? Maybe a rogue Asian man that caught a wild boar and strapped it against the ground so that the wind won't take it away. And the next day they find a long stick poking through the animal. I can only imagine their reaction. Hey man, why did you put this green stick on my boar? Were you trying to sacrifice it to the local deities or something? You know my family's been growing hungry ever since Rico was born 4 winters ago. No, I've already done my weekly sacrifice 2 moons ago, remember? I think it's one of those long green shafts grown from the ground through the boar. What should we do with this amazing discovery? Maybe we should...
Yeah! Why? Why? Why?
One mouth less to feed. As for the moral of the story, there's always something around to torture someone with. Thank you for watching this video and consider subscribing, liking and sharing this video as well. This will slowly start awakening your superpowers that have been laying dormant in you in the next 20 years.